Okay, sorry for the interruption. We are back to making our homemade pancake mix. In the recipe, let me show you. We're going to do 12 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 cups of sugar, and 2 cups of powdered milk, 6 tablespoons of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of baking soda, and then 1 tablespoon of sea salt, and 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. That's optional. Now, this recipe is going to be a 1-to-1 equal part ratio. So if you're going to use 1 cup of dry ingredients of this pancake mix, you're going to want to add 1 cup of liquid. So it can be buttermilk, it could be regular milk, it could be water. It could even be like if you have a sourdough discard, if you're doing sourdough, you can do like half sourdough discard and then another half of that liquid portion, water or buttermilk. And oh my gosh, when I do a sourdough discard in my pancake mix, it tastes like buttermilk pancakes and they come out fluffy and moist, not dry. Now, if you want to zhuzh it up a little bit, make it more, you can add some, like an egg, you can add some melted butter, and you can add some vanilla extract. I always add melted butter. Sorry. And I lost the original recipe card, so I'm putting it into this new notebook. I have like several notebooks already done and full, so I am just updating my homemade pancake mix. So let's get this going. So in here I already have the 12 cups of flour. Going to add 2 cups of sugar. Now the reason why I'm adding the sugar is because you want your pancakes to have some flavor. You can play around with the measurements of the sugar. I like the sugar because what happens is when the pancake edges are cooking on the griddle, those little round edges are crispy, and that's because of the sugar, okay? And here's another. So that's 12 cups of flour, 2 cups of sugar. And then I have this non-fat dry milk. I like to keep a couple bags in the pantry because you just never know. You run out of milk, you could just mix this up, stick it in the refrigerator, and it tastes so good, nice and cold. But this also gives the moisture portion of your pancake mix. And I'm going to tell you, a big bucket like this lasts me almost, I want to say like maybe 2 months. So it's really good, you know what I mean? And it's a nice shelf stable. We have pancakes like on Saturdays or Sundays, just once on the weekends, and especially when the pollitos come. And then we usually add like blueberries or strawberries, or even mix a little bit of a mashed banana to make banana pancakes. You can get as creative as you want, but you never have to buy pancake mix again because I'm showing you how to make it at home. So 1 cup of dried powdered milk. We used to get a big box of the dried powdered milk when we were little. My mom, we used to get commodities. I don't know if you guys know what commodities are, but they don't give that out anymore. And that was a good shelf stable. It was an essential pantry. Okay, so there's 2 cups. Okay, so here I have my baking powder, and I have a tablespoon here. Fluff it up a little bit because it sits on the shelf, it gets a little bit. Just gonna, there you go. So there's 1. Two. Okay, I did the baking powder. Now we're gonna do the baking soda. Excuse my mess here. All right, just shush it up a little bit, fluff it up because it sits on the pantry. And this is only going to be 2 tablespoons of the baking soda, okay? So there's 1. Okay. And 2. All right, now let's get the salt. Okay, and then I have my 1 tablespoon of salt. And then this is optional. I like cinnamon in almost everything. Cinnamon and vanilla. Cinnamon is going to give it that warm flavor, but you don't have to have it if you don't want to. Okay, and the final dry ingredient for our homemade pancake mix is going to be 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. Now what you're going to want to do, and you can omit that, you don't have to put it on. I like to put it in there because it tastes nice and spicy. So we've got the 12 cups of flour, we've got the 2 cups of sugar, we got the 2 cups of dried powdered milk, we have the 6 tablespoons of baking powder and the 2 tablespoons of baking soda, we have the 1 tablespoon of salt, and the 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. Now you're going to want to make sure that this is nicely mixed. And remember, when you use this, you're going to want to do a 1-to-1 ratio. So 1 part dry ingredients and 1 part liquid ingredients. That could be buttermilk, that could be your sourdough discard, and that could just be regular water. If you want to make your pancakes extra fluffy and flavorful, you can go ahead and add an egg, some butter, melted butter, and like always, vanilla. All right, hope you guys give this a try. This is a homemade pancake batter mix, and I'm almost positive you guys have all of these ingredients in your pantry. All right, let me know if you guys make it and if you like it. Well, I hope you like it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care and God bless.